Hello, welcome back. This is a beautiful sunny day. This is a really nice 30-minute energizing flow. We're going to start by seated. So go ahead, find a comfortable seat. You're welcome to use any props, so cushions, straps, anything that you need to aid your practice. And come and find a seat just to join me here on the mat. So just take a moment or two just to settle, breathing in and out, letting anything that's worrying you at the door or off the mat. Then go ahead and close your eyes. Start to breathe in and out through your nose and just become aware of your body starting to slow down as you arrive here in your practice, allowing your mind to close off from anything that it doesn't need. And you welcome the opportunity to be guided through movement, breath, and relaxation. So finding a rhythm here, feeling your belly expand as you inhale and soften as you exhale. If you start to find your mind wandering, then maybe just start to focus on the breath. So I always suggest that you come back to your breath if anything starts to make you kind of question what you're doing or lose faith in your movements, your ability, your strength. Come back to the breath. Sometimes it helps to breathe and count, or just noticing how everything feels. So in this practice, I will give you cues for the number of breaths we will take in each position, and I will guide you through each position gently, but very specifically. So if it does help to close your eyes to allow you to kind of come deeper into your practice, then I would definitely recommend that. It is a test of balance, but it's also a test of trust in yourself. But yoga is here to nurture that internal confidence, feeling instinctive, knowing how to move your body. So we're going to take 3 rounds here now. If you breathe in and out through your nose. And then slowly bring your hands up to your heart. So bring your hands in a prayer position. Push your fingertips together, palms together, wrists together. Bring the elbows out and sit up taller. Root down through that sit bone. Sit tall to the crown of your head. And drop your chin down to your chest. With your hands at your heart, setting an intention for this morning's practice. Even if it's just to thank yourself for giving a 30 minutes of self-care, just to check in, reflect, recharge, and energize. With your chin down on your chest, slowly start to draw your fingertips towards your third eye, releasing tension through the back of your neck and enjoying that beautiful stretch. Bring your hands down to your knees, palms face down on your knees, knuckles face up, chins just tucked down, releasing tension through the back of your neck as much as you can. You're going to breathe in for 1, 2, 3. Good. Just bring the left ear to the left shoulder. Start to sway through the neck. Come down to the center, right to right shoulder. Go as far as it feels good for you in your practice. Checking in, scanning your body, just becoming aware of how micro movements can benefit, and often going not as far as you possibly could isn't as terrible. It's just finding confidence here, moving, maybe taking all the way around, big circles, to the left, to the right. And then bringing your hands outside your hips. So your hands are gripping the floor. Roll your shoulders, sit up as tall as you can. Your chest is really proud. We're going to just look over your left shoulder and then gently walk your left hand slightly behind you. So just creating space. Keep sitting up tall and just look over that shoulder. When you're ready, bringing your right hand to your left knee, sitting up as tall as you can, using the grip on the right knee as traction as you look over the left shoulder. Keep sitting up tall. Inhale for 1 and back to the center. So really gentle. Use your gaze to be your guide. Again, walking the right hand back behind you, sitting up as tall as you can. So the more you've got that right hand pushing down, the more you can lengthen through the spine and open up through the chest. Let your gaze just come over to the right side as you keep your sit bones rooted. When you're ready, left hand can come to your right knee. Use that grip on the left knee to lift up through the chest. Look over the right shoulder. Inhale for 1. Exhale. Come back to the center. Roll the shoulders. Inhale. Sweep your arms up. Grab hold of the left wrist. Pull that left hand up. Lovely, beautiful stretch through the left side of the body. Bending into the right elbow. And reach over to the right. Keep the chest open. Roll the left shoulder. Inhale for 1. Exhale, right hand comes on the floor, bending the right elbow. Reach up nice and long with that left arm and over to the right. Really good. Beautiful stretch here. Keep both sit bones on the floor and keep those shoulders open. Inhale up to the center. Grab hold of the right wrist. Reach up, stretch into the right side. Exhale, over to the left. Keep rolling that right shoulder over your ear so your chest stays open. Sit bones on the floor. Inhale for 1, and then left hand comes down onto the floor, gripping the floor, bending the elbow. Reach over to the left, increasing that stretch to the right side. Coming back up to the center, reaching up, holding onto that imaginary beach ball. Bring your arms down halfway so that your hands are in line with your shoulders. Inhale here, then as you exhale, bend the elbows, open up into a goddess. We're going to be nice and fluid here. We're going to inhale, bring your elbows together. Exhale, open, but push your chest forward. Inhale, elbows together. Stretch the shoulder blades back. Inhale, push your chest forward. 1 more. Inhale, elbows together. Stretch those shoulders back. Hug your belly in. Exhale, push forward. Good. Bring the hands down in front of you. Find your tabletop position. So you want to have your hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Start to move nice and gently through your cat-cow. So rocking through the hips. Inhale, drop the belly, roll the shoulders, move, look up, and just move through here as you like. So maybe sitting back and coming forward. Exhale, stretch the shoulders up. Inhale, drop the belly, round those shoulders, chest looks up. Exhale, tuck the sit bone under, stretch your shoulders up to the ceiling and stretch here from side to side. So really instinctively. You're going to have 5 rounds here. Inhale for 1. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale for 3. Exhale. Inhale for 4. Exhale. Inhale for 5. Hold it here. Open up through the chest, drop the belly down, hips are up. Inhale again. More breath. Inhale again. Exhale, round that sit bone under, stretch the shoulders up, hold it here, hug your belly in towards your spine, grip the floor, engage through the arms, tuck your toes, lift the knees up, hug your belly in towards your spine as you engage through the core. Inhale for 1, inhale for 2, inhale for 3, sit your hips back to your heels and lift your hips. Find that downward dog, slowly start to pedal with your feet, so you're just moving here, stretching through the back of your legs as your heels find the floor, bending through the front. Inhale for 1, inhale for 2, inhale for 3,
Inhale for 4. Inhale for 5. Hold it here. Take a deep breath in. Sigh the breath out. Really good. Come up high on those tiptoes. Draw your chest forward so your shoulders come over your wrists. Find that plank position. Inhale for 1. Exhale, bend the knees, hips up. Find that downward dog. Pause here. Notice how you feel. Maybe make some modifications. You may want to walk your hands forward. You may want to walk your feet forward. Just find what feels good for you. Then when you're ready, on the next inhale, come up high on those tiptoes, roll your shoulders, your chest comes over those wrists, hug the belly in, exhale, bend the knees and hips up, find that downward dog. Your downward dog is your active rest. Inhale, come up onto those tiptoes, roll forward, beautiful spinal rolls here, bend the knees, sit back, hips up, downward dog. Take 2 more rounds. Inhale, roll forward, hug it in, exhale, bend the knees, hips back, hips up. Downward dog. Last one. Inhale, roll forward. Hold it here. Inhale for 1. Inhale for 2. Inhale for 3. Bend the knees, hips up. Downward dog. Active rest. Inhale through the nose. Sigh the breath out through your mouth. Come back into that tabletop position. Toes together. Sit those hips down on the heels. Find your child's pose, stretching through the hips so your arms reach forward, head comes to the floor. Deep breath in and sigh the breath out. Signal to your body that this is really resting. Lengthening through that spine, lengthening through the arms, feet, fingers reach forward. Fingers are separate, shoulder blades are separate. Another deep breath in. Sigh the breath out. Really good. Come back into that tabletop position. Hands come under your shoulders. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, hips up, downward dog. Come up high on those tiptoes and bend the knees. Walk your hands back towards your feet. You're going to come into your forward fold. So in your forward fold, you're going to keep your knees bent, torso touching your thighs, and your head's heavy. Inhale and sweep your palms up onto your shins. Roll your shoulders, gently pushing those legs back. So you're going to straighten out through the hamstrings. Roll the shoulders, draw your chest forward, engaging through your belly. Hug your belly in. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Heavy. Roll over to the left. Stretch the whole of your body over to the right. Again, left and right. Bending the knees, rolling up, finding your mountain pose, rolling your shoulders. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Really good. So we're going to do the middle of the mat, feet hip distance apart, soft knees. Sweep the arms back. Inhale, bend the knees, reach your arms forward. So your chest is proud, your arms are active. Turn those fingers inwards. Pinky fingers reach together and you sit your hips back even further. Bring your feet together. Squeeze your legs, squeeze your belly. Keep the shoulders away from your ears. Inhale. Exhale, hips up and release down into that forward fold. Inhale, sweep the palms up onto your shins. Roll your shoulders back, draw your chest forward. You've got your halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Nice and heavy. Grab hold of your big toes with your peace fingers and your thumbs. Bending through the elbows, draw your head down. Toe heel your feet so they're hip distance apart. Grab hold of those toes and draw your head down. Lengthening through the back of your legs, lengthening through your neck, lengthening through your shoulders, elbows out to the side. Hold it here. Your focus is on your weight coming forward onto the balls of those feet. Releasing the toes, softening through the knees, sweep the arms back and sit back into that chair position. Hips are back. Walk your feet together again. Squeeze your legs together. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, we're going to take a twist to the right side. So your left hand and right hand just come over your knees. So you're just going to kind of tuck your left elbow over your right knee, both hands together. Look down at that left ankle. Right ankle, sorry, look over the right shoulder. Inhale here, squeeze those legs together. And then release, head down. Inhale, palms come to your shins, roll your shoulders, lengthen through the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, fold it down. Grab hold of the back of your legs now, your calves. As you use that as traction to bring your head down, looking through your knees. Inhale, bend the knees and rise up. Come back into that chair and we'll twist to the other side. So hands come to your heart. When you're ready, turning your torso to the left, your right elbow just tucks outside your left knee and you just bring your palms together. Looking over your left shoulder, trying to draw your torso over to the left. Squeeze your legs together, keep rooting down through the feet. Inhale, exhale, release. Strengthen, lengthen through the legs, head comes down. Walk your feet out so they're about as wide as the mat or slightly shorter. Toes face forward, hands are on the floor or grabbing hold of your ankles. Elbows are wide, draw your head down. Inhale, roll the shoulders, come up to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. Walk the hands onto the floor, bring them in front of you, about 6 inches. Plant the palms down, roll your shoulders, lift the chest, exhale, bend the elbows, try and bring your elbows and forearms down towards the mat. Look through those legs. Breathe. Pause. Every exhale, draw yourself forward onto the floor. Forearms are strong. Slowly come up onto those fingertips. Roll the shoulders and lengthen through the spine. And then bring the left hand onto the floor. Right hand's going to just sweep up through the left shoulder, right shoulder, and twisting up. Looking up here. You might want to bring that right hand behind you, tuck it inside your thigh on the left side, twisting through the torso. And then release. Same on the other side. Plant the right hand, lift up through the chest. Left hand comes to your right shoulder and up. And then again, you may want to just bring that left hand behind you just so you can guide your chest over to the left. And release. Bend your knees and roll up. Hands come to your hips, roll your shoulders. You can turn your feet out so they come to the edges of your mat. Your knees kind of spray out. So we're going to just stretch into your inner thighs. Heels come in nice and parallel. Knees open, bend through the legs. Elbows tuck in. Inhale, bend down. Open up through that goddess. Chest is open. Bring the left elbow down to the right, left knee. And then sweep the right hand down and up. Down and up. Down and up. And then bring yourself back up. Right elbow comes down to your right knee. Sweep the left hand down, up, down, up, down, up. Keeping those knees bent in this beautiful wide squat. Elbows tuck into the torso. Bring your arms back into that goddess. Tuck your sit bone under, engage through your core. Inhale, bring the elbows in. Exhale, open. Start to be fluid. Inhale in, exhale, open. Inhale in, exhale, open. Arms out to the side. Hands come to your hips. Slowly bring yourself up. Shake the legs off. Bring your feet in together. Come onto your feet. Feet are hip distance apart. Toes face forward. Roll through the shoulders. Soften through the knees. Root down through the right foot. Lift. Root down through the left foot. Lift the right foot up. Flex the right foot. Lift the right knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinging forward. Right foot comes back. Hinging forward. Chest is coming in front of you. See if you can lengthen that right leg out down to the floor. Bring your hands down onto the floor. Your left hand comes forward slightly. Turn your right foot so it's parallel to the edges of the room. Open up through the hips. This is a half moon. Stay here or see if you can lift the right arm up. Stay here or see if you can slowly start to look up towards your right hand and release down. Bring your foot back down on the floor, bend the knees, reach the arms back, slowly rise up. Really good. Look up, palms come together. Shake it off, hands to your hips. We're going to do that from another direction now, just so you can see the movement. I'll do it this way actually. So finding your mountain pose, heels come down. Root down through the right foot this time. Lift the left. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Take that left foot behind you and hinge forward. See if you can straighten the left leg. Bring your hands to the floor. Right hands on the floor, turning the left foot out. So you're turning, opening up through the hip. Stay here or start to lift the left arm up. Breathe here or slowly start to turn your gaze and lowering down. Feet come to the floor, bend the knees and rise up. Palms come to your heart. Good. Okay. Bring your feet out just slightly wider than your wrists. Hands come onto your hips. Left foot out to the side, bend the left knee. We're going to find our warrior two. Walk that right leg out just so you've got a nice wide hips here. Left knee's tracking the left ankle. Flip the left hand, drop the right hand onto your right thigh. Lean forward, sweep the left arm up. Exhale, left elbow comes down to your left thigh. Sweep the right hand up and over. We're here in your beautiful extended side angle. Hold it here and open up through the chest. Maybe taking your right hand behind you, half bind. Right hand comes behind you, just tucking into the left hip crease on your left side. Maybe engaging through your core, reach that left hand forward. Squeeze that inner thigh, make sure the left knee doesn't come over the left foot and it's rolling out through the left. Inhale, exhale, both hands come down, framing that front foot. Turn your back foot up so the heels flex. Plant the hands, release the left foot. Find a plank position, draw everything into the midline, flex those feet. Inhale. Exhale, drop the knees, release the feet, elbows tuck in close to your torso as you lower your chin and chest down. Push everything down, roll the shoulders, lift up through the palms. Find your downward dog. So just take it slow, pedal your feet, draw your chest back towards your thighs. Take a deep breath in and sigh the breath out. Root down through the right foot. Point the left toes and lift up. Bring your left knee up towards your nose and inside your hands at the front. Bending the left knee, flexing the front foot. Then bending the front foot, hop the back foot forward, find that forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Come back to the center, arms nice and wide. We're going to go over to the right. So bending the right knee, have that knee tracking your ankle, rolling your inner thigh out. Breathing in here, flipping the right palm, drop the back hand, reach forward and up. Inhaling here, exhaling straight into that extended side angle, reaching the left arm up. You want to keep the chest open, so maybe take the left hand back behind you, engaging through the core, maybe reach the right arm in front of you. Keep breathing, rooting down, inhale, exhale, both hands come down, frame that front foot, releasing the front foot to the back, finding a plank here, bring your feet together. We're going to go on to a side plank. So you're going to roll over onto your left foot. Right foot's going to stack over your left, and you're going to reach up through both hands. You've got an option here. You can have one foot in front of the other, both feet flexed, one foot behind. Whichever one works, find that focus, breathe. Both hands come down, finding that plank, roll over onto the opposite side, lift up. Keep that top hip nice and high. So you want to stack those shoulders in, have those fingers nice and engaged. Inhale, exhale, finding that plank position, and then rolling forward, bending the knees, hips up, downward dog. Deep breath in, sigh the breath out. Come up high on those tiptoes, bend the knees, walk your hands back towards your feet. Come into that forward fold. Inhale and roll yourself up. Nice and slow, nice and mindful. Roll those shoulders. Inhale, arms up over your head. Exhale, fold, hands to the floor. Going to keep those feet at hip distance apart. Bend the knees and try and bring your hands planted onto the floor. So just trying to keep the hips as high as you can with your hands planted. You've got your elbow creases facing in and your elbow bones facing back. I want you to see if you can bend your elbows. See if you can draw yourself forward. So it's not too much of a movement, it's just more of an engagement into your arms. Elbow bones face to the back, elbow creases face forward, and you're bringing yourself forward. And then release, rocking back. This time, maybe come up onto your tiptoes. See if you can bend into your knees, keeping the hands planted and bending the elbows back. See how high you can come up onto those tiptoes and how much you can bring yourself forward. See how high you can come up onto those tiptoes with the hands planted down. And then drop the heels down, releasing the arms and roll yourself back up to standing. Inhale, arms up over your head and exhale, hands to your heart. Just bring your thumbs just to place behind your kidneys, soften through the knees and push your hips forward. Chest forward, look back and exhale, roll back down. This time, bring your hands onto the floor, walk your hands forward, finding your tabletop, sit back into a child's pose. So hips on your heels, walk your hands forward. Head comes to the floor as you lengthen through the spine, through the hips, arms along. Walk your hands over to the left. Your right cheek rests on the floor, stretching into the right side of the body. Take the left hand down, maybe grab hold of your left ankle, increasing that stretch, creating more space to the right side. And then both hands come back. We're going to go over to the right. So walking your hands over to the right, left cheek's on the floor, right hand comes down. Increasing that space, increasing your lung capacity, keep breathing. And then bring your hands back, finding that child pose. Lifting up through your wrists and elbows to really increase the stretch through your shoulders. Engaging through those triceps. Deep breath in. Sigh the breath out. Again, in and out. Elbows and wrists back onto the floor. Come up into your tabletop position. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the toes, hands to the outer edges of the mat, roll your shoulders, lift your chest up, look over the left shoulder to the center, over the right, and then back down. Sit back into that child's pose just to stretch out that compression. Take a breath here, sigh it out. Walk your hands back up to your knees. You're going to swing yourself around so that you're seated. Feet are on the floor, knees are bent. Shuffle forward so you've got space to move back. Fingertips nice and active. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, hug the knees in, and roll from side to side. You're going to stretch the left leg out, hug the right knee in. We're going to take a spinal twist. Right hand comes out to the side. Right knee goes over to the left. Look over your right shoulder. Back into the center. Hug it in, rock from side to side. Releasing the right leg down, hug the left knee in. Draw the left knee over to the right. Look over the left shoulder. Come back to the center. Hug those knees and then come down into your resting pose, legs extended, hands outside your hips. Allow the breath to come in and out gently, signaling to your body now that it's time to soften, time to relax. Stillness, calm, relax. Slowly start to bring some awareness back into your body, wriggling your fingers and toes, rolling your ankles and wrists, gently drawing your knees up into your chest, giving yourself a squeeze, rolling over onto the side, holding here, pausing, and then gently bringing yourself up to a seated position. So finding your nice easy seat, cross legs, chest open, spine nice and tall. Hands just rest on your knees, roll your shoulders. Just going to do a few circular movements through the hips. And the other way. And coming to stillness. Bring your arms up over your head. Palms come together, exhale, hands come down through heart center. Close your eyes, relax your jaw, let the tip of your tongue rest inside the roof of your mouth and fold your forehead forward. Brushing your third eye with your fingertips. Namaste.